Go.
What do?
What it don't?
Ah, man. So, welcome, gang. Welcome to another Flick Filter Productions.
Yes. Another day, another review.
Welcome, Flick Filter Nation. I'm Big Diesel,
And I'm Coach.
and today we are talking about
Inception.
You know, we were trying to come up with some good quotes, and none of them, were hitting.
We're hitting
So.
like that.
But it's got good quotables. But why are we doing it today?
Well, this is the 15-year anniversary of this little film by this independent small director called Christopher Nolan.
He capping.
This you didn't get the sarcasm. Anyway, you all know who Christopher Nolan is if you're here watching. Yes, he directed Inception, released back in 2010. So yeah, good 15 years ago.
Long time ago.
Yep. A lot has changed in our world since then.
What were you doing in 2010?
Well, I was in high school at the time. I think it came out during the summer. I think in between my freshman and sophomore year of high school, somewhere around there. And yeah, that was a time where I was really getting into movies. Love going to the movie theater. Still do. Shock. But yeah, and that was like one of those movies that kind of just at the time kind of blew my mind as far as the concept of a dream within a dream and you entering, your subconscious or your other people's subconscious. It was like, man, this is really cool. And of course, Christopher Nolan, who he had just come off of The Dark Knight. That was his most recent movie before then. And so The Dark Knight, that was, great movie at the time. And then for him to go from there to Inception, and it was like, oh, this is way different. And then, from there on, he was probably one of my favorite directors. And then, arguably considered the greatest director of this era. So,
speaking of The Dark Knight, you know where I'm going with it.
No, I don't.
There was a lot of Dark Knight, characters in this.
Oh, well, actors.
Dark Knight Rises.
You mean actors that were in both The Dark Knight Rises and Inception. Yeah, we did discuss this the other day.
Yeah. You had Eames, who is Tom Hardy's character, who was Bane.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of quotables in there.
He did.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which I haven't seen him in much lately.
Not as much lately, but he's still doing things.
As the cop. What was his name in it?
His name? Robin? That was his. No, it was
It was something else.
It might have been.
It wasn't Dick. It was supposed to be. I feel like
his real name. His name at the end is revealed to be Robin, but
spoilers.
I mean, that movie's 13 years old.
But anyway,
you don't know by now.
Now you know. You got what's her name? Who played Talia?
Marion Cotillard. Yes, she plays Talia in that movie, but she plays Dom's wife in Inception.
Mal? Or something like that?
Mal is her name in the Dark Knight.
So
is her name in Inception.
We got the goat from Oppenheimer and some other stuff.
Yes, Cillian Murphy.
You also
know.
And then Michael Caine, of course.
Yeah, Michael Caine's in like everything. Every Christopher Nolan thing, pretty much.
Has he been in other stuff other than that we know of?
Michael Caine has been in some of the most successful films of all. Like, he's been in a lot. Yes, he's been in Kingsman. He's been in Cars.
That's right.
Children of Men. He was in Miss Congeniality. He was in Austin Powers.
Gotcha.
Dressed to Kill. He's
Been in a lot.
he's been a lot.
So back on track. So basically, what this is about is dreams, basically. But it's more compared when I start looking at comparisons. A lot of people compared like the the dream to like and the people in them as like directors and producers and
Yes.
they
Yeah.
compared it
Yeah.
to like doing a movie.
Yes. Yes. That's a good point.
Oh, we got Elliot Page,
Page. Yes.
as well.
Yes. Yes. Very very important character in the film.
Yeah.
Um.
She had some good moments.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but what you were saying, as far as a lot of discussion around Inception is that it is kind of this metaphor of filmmaking and how you have all of these things that are sort of fabricated by, you know, the director, and you have this suspension of disbelief as far as how dreams go, and it is interesting to look at it from that point of view because the movie itself, just like dreams, it's like a lot of times it can be real shallow, and then you go deeper and deeper, and you can view it a certain way and be like, oh, it actually may be deeper than we, first looked at it or it appeared to be at first. So it is kind of cool looking at it from that standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, what we're doing is it's like a dream heist.
Yeah.
So they're basically trying to go into Cillian Murphy's dreams
Mm-hmm.
to extract something for somebody else.
Yes.
pretty
So the essential, the crux of the movie, and I don't know if you want to get into,
We might get into spoilers, so if you just happen to not see it, go see it. It still holds up to this day, I feel like, but yeah.
it does.
So watch at your own discretion.
It absolutely does. I was gonna say, also because this is sort of a throwback review in a sense. It's interesting to kind of look at it from the perspective of where we were back then, to how we are now. And I don't think I asked you the question of where you were when Inception first came out, or like, did you see it in theaters? Do you remember?
I don't remember a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, I was definitely out of school
Mm-hmm.
and just working
Gotcha.
basically.
Cool.
In Fusion, if you
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. I think David
Mm-hmm.
Stevens. So yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, I was just doing my thing, just walking my Christian walk, trying to figure out stuff.
Yeah. Cool beans. Cool beans.
But yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, going back to the actual meat potatoes of the plot, we got Cobb, who is Leonardo DiCaprio's character. He's our lead. He is basically a thief who commits some sort of like corporate espionage, and he goes into the target's minds in order to infiltrate their subconscious and take certain things for him of value. But what happens is he's sort of offered this sort of redemption because he's separated from his kids and he can't return home because of blankety blankety blank.
Yep.
So, and because of that, he blames himself, which we get more into that, and he also recruits several people that will help him with this heist. While
I
also,
feel like Michael Caine didn't have a big role like I thought he did after the rewatch.
thing is with him, he often is kind of that character in the not in the shadows, but kind of just like supporting behind the scenes almost character. Like um, I've noticed that especially with movies as he's gotten older, he's not going to be just there through all the action and whatnot because he's older. So, um, but I think I don't know if he's Leonardo DiCaprio's father or father-in-law in the movie.
Father-in-law.
Father-in-law, yes. So that makes sense. So because of what happens in the movie, um, uh, or sorry, because of what happened before the movie started, before Cobb is trying to get home, and he can't. Um, well, he can't for legal reasons. I guess he's trying to buy his way back into being able to see his kids. It is. It does get kind of convoluted how everything is connected. Um, but yeah, do you want to say anything before we get into more details?
I got something, but
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait till the end.
Okay.
So I got it in the back of my mind.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah. So Cobb assembles his team. You've got
The Avengers.
it is kind of like
They all have their.
they have their specific role, and that's the thing. It is very much a heist movie,
Yeah.
in a sense,
Yeah.
a dream heist. So you got different layers. You got the team. You got each person has their own set of skills. Yep,
The differences.
different set of
I
skills.
got it.
And then you have the target, of course. And the target is the character's name Robert Fisher, who's played by Cillian Murphy, and he's an heir to this global energy empire. And without giving too much away, the goal is to basically dissolve the father's company because of the character Saito. He's connected. He's connected to him in a way because it'll give him more power.
Okay, yeah.
It'll give him more dominance and power. So
And then Saito would bargained with them that Leonardo could see his kids.
Yeah.
Everything is wiped clean, pretty much.
mm-hmm.
So then you have your movie.
Yeah.
So Eames, Tom Hardy's character, is more of the actor.
Yep.
So he basically transforms himself as one of his associates.
Yep.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, I can't remember his name.
I think that's Arthur. Is that Arthur?
Maybe.
Is his name Arthur? Let me just make sure.
But what was his role? I know a lot of his scenes, A lot of his scenes reminded me of kind of Tenet in the way he kind of moved around, the way he did kind of his action scenes. But what was his role?
He's kind of the point man.
Which was kind of, I remember they called it like the producer.
Yeah.
So, and then Elliot Page is
the architect.
She just say it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Too late. I was leading into it.
My bad. I kind of just stole your thunder.
Yeah. It's all good. But yeah, the architect. So yeah. Basically, she drew the landscape of the maze and designed it pretty much of the dream.
She did. She did.
There was the Indian guy, Arab guy.
Oh, you talking about Yusuf?
Yusuf.
Yes.
I forget what he was, but
he is a chemist. Developed sedatives strong enough for multiple dream levels.
So basically, they got hooked up, kind of like if you remember the Matrix, where they had to get hooked up and put to sleep pretty much to go into the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the same way with Inception that they put the little chemicals in them
Mm-hmm.
that puts them to sleep, you know,
Yeah.
and allows you to everything's connected. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's everybody's role.
You got Eames, Yusuf, Arthur, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
And so then the plan is the dream within a dream within a dream. So you got one level. I don't know how much we should explain, but
We already told them there's potentially spoilers.
yeah. So you got Yusuf. He's driving the van.
But don't give away the main.
The juice.
The juice, yes.
So, the big set pieces, I guess. You got Yusuf. He's driving the van through the city. Some things happen. It kind of goes wrong because they don't know that because before, like earlier on in the movie, when people would quote unquote die, they would just wake up. But the thing that that Cobb doesn't tell them is that in this version of things, and I can't remember exactly why, but when they die here within once the heist is going, they'll actually go to limbo.
Yeah.
And so that raises the stakes all the more because they don't. Once you're in limbo, you don't know how to get out. I believe Dom has been there before, but that's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing.
So this first level, Yusuf is driving the van through the city, through Rainy City. Things go wrong. They get to the second level. Arthur leads the group through this hotel scenario joint. That part's really cool. That's one of the coolest visuals.
It was like Tenet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminded me a lot of Tenet.
That part's really cool. I remember seeing a behind the scenes of like how they did that because I think most of it was practical.
Yeah. He always does practical, pretty much.
Pretty much. Even in
Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Almost. So the third level, Eames is they're in this like military snow fortress type deal, and more stuff happens.
And basically, dang, where should we go from here?
So I think we do need to talk about the elephant in the room, or an elephant in the room.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Should I say it?
Say it.
The wife?
The wife.
The wife, yes. For those who don't, I mean, we may get into some spoiler stuff at this point.
We've been getting into it.
Yeah, but this is real spoilery.
Yeah.
Because this is like a big crux of the film and how she appears very often and why Dom is so concerned and is basically hiding his hand throughout a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of he's in a way responsible for what happened with her because they would go into these dream sequences and they would be there for years and create these worlds together. And then she was convinced that the real world was a dream, but then the dream world was actually real. So she figured that when they,
So they got this thing where they got totems. Mm-hmm. Where I think with Cobb and Mal,
mm-hmm.
it was the top. I think it was mostly her totem, and then when she passed away, he kept it. He kept it as kind of like a memento to remember her by.
Yes.
So he would spin it, and if it kept on spinning, he knew he was in a dream.
Yes.
But if it would fall over, he was in the real world.
Yes, he knew that he was in the real world.
So we got Elliot Page's. I think she had a chess piece.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt had, what do you have?
Yes.
A die. Um, and I don't think anybody else had anything else.
Not that we know of.
Yeah.
And if they did, we're glossing over that.
Yeah.
Forgive us.
But yeah. So I got something for that at the end. But yeah. So basically, I guess something was with the totem to where it kind of he did some kind of trick. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
That kind of messed with her, and that was the reason why she kind of, let herself go.
Yes, she was convinced that it was real, or that they were in the real world, and that she was even convinced that the kids were fake, like her real kids were fake.
Also, what you didn't tell them is, anytime he would see the kids, he would try to look away, and I don't even think it would let him look at see their faces.
I don't think he ever saw their faces in the dream.
I don't think he wanted to.
He didn't want, yeah. Because when he was awake, but I think he also has regret because when the last time he saw them, it was right before he had to leave indefinitely, and he didn't see their face. He just saw them playing out in the front yard.
Yeah. So anytime she comes in, it's more like she's basically wants him to keep. She wants him to stay in the dream world with her.
Yeah.
And that is the big crux of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The emotional through line is her his guilt, but then also him wanting to be reunited with his kids.
So I guess we got into the gist of the movie. So what did you think about it?
Honestly, still really, really good. Holds up.
Yeah.
A lot of ways, yeah. Again, it can be super deep, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It is, we got great performances.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think we really talk about Leo's performance because I feel like
it was so good, especially when he's with Mal.
Yeah. But I think because he's known for this isn't like his most intense performance or anything, but he still does a really good job with the character, and I feel like this was like a concept he thought was really cool, and I feel like I can't remember if this was like his first or only time working with Christopher Nolan. It might have been, but yeah, just great original movie. I know this. I think Chris Nolan said that he had been working on this movie for like over a decade, and he just needed the right time in order to make it, which I do feel like is kind of ironic. It came out right after The Dark Knight. It came out in between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. It's like, wow, he was.
So he basically took those characters. A lot of those characters was like, hey, you did good, so let me put you in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I mean, he had already worked with some of them in The Dark Knight though, like Michael Caine and Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, but the others.
Yeah, some of the others.
Arrived later.
But it is cool that he does work a lot of the same actors. Visually, Inception still holds up. The score still great.
It did remind me a lot of the Dark Knight score.
Yeah, I think Hans Zimmer did it.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff does kind of sound familiar. They have those similar motifs, I guess. But yeah, I don't really have like too much to say. Maybe from I don't know, from an emotional standpoint, you have so many different characters and they have all these different roles that it's like I don't know if you're able to really connect with every single character, but I don't know if you really can in an ensemble movie like this necessarily. But as a heist movie, as a metaphor for filmmaking, I feel like it's really cool.
There was a lot of funny moments too.
Yeah, there are some humorous moments.
There's some with Eames and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, and then you got Joseph Gordon-Levitt with Elliot Page's character
Yeah.
where he sneaks in the kiss outside.
Yeah.
She was
He's
like,
like, yeah, that part was, he's like, oh, shut. Yeah. That was funny.
That was good. That was good. You got rizzed.
Yeah.
But yeah. So okay, I'll get to my question. So they all had totems for the most part.
Yes.
What would be your totem?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang. I wish I had more time to think about that.
Yeah, I wanted to bring it into the. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe today, like a fidget spinner or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm or
you know those little it would you know those little Funko keychains?
oh
That would be
yeah.
mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That checks out.
That
checks out. That checks out.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if it would be something. It's dumb to say this. Maybe my phone. I hate saying my phone. Only I feel like my phone because I have it with me so often.
So sorry to interrupt. So I think in the video I was watching, there was new rock stars. I was breaking it down.
Yeah.
Remember when Sato gets on the ground and then he feels the rug?
Yeah.
They were saying that the rug could have been his because what it is you can feel it.
You need something tangible.
Yeah, you need something tangible that you can actually feel.
Yeah.
To make it be like, oh yeah, this is there's a dream or this is, you know.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. You said yours would be the Funko keychain. Anyone specifically?
Nah, not that I could. Maybe a Vegeta one.
Checks out. So, what would you
I think a top is a good one though. The little
yeah.
Because I think that was perfect.
Right. I guess a fidget spinner is kind of in that same vein. So you spin it and then it's like if it stops on its own.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like not a lot of people use fidgets. It was back in the day, but
right.
But yeah, I just was curious.
Mm-hmm. It's a good question though.
So put in the comments what your totem would be.
What's your totem? Hashtag.
What's your hashtag? What's your totem? That's dope. That's it. I'm trying to make t-shirts.
Yep.
But anywho, yeah. So another question. Rank your top 5. They don't have to be in specific order, but you can if you want to. Christopher Nolan movies. And I haven't seen all of them.
Yeah. So I can't say for 100% certain, because there are some that people say like, wait, how is this not in there? So, no order: Inception, Dark Knight, Interstellar, Oppenheimer, maybe Memento. I know a lot of people love.
I don't think I've seen Memento.
A lot of people love Prestige. I still gotta go back and see it.
You got it ruined.
It did get ruined for me. That's another reason why I've been kind of hesitant to go.
It's not the same, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
I love Dark Knight Rises too. I feel like it's
convoluted.
It is convoluted, but I feel like Anne Hathaway does great. Tom Hardy does great.
They do great. It's great performances. We may need to break those down. We need to break those down. But so are those. So what's your 5th?
Maybe either Dark Knight Rises or Memento. It's been a while since I've seen Memento. It's
on HBO.
Memento.
So
yeah.
We need to watch it.
Okay.
Watch it. On the list, but mine would be, you already know, Prestige. 1917 was really good.
That was not Christopher Nolan.
It wasn't?
You're thinking of Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, that's what it was. Yeah, Dunkirk was really good. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Dark Knight. You know, I do have this thing about the Dark Knight trilogy, but it's still, I feel like as a movie, it's
Yeah.
still holds up, still perfect. Just I don't consider that as comic book Batman, but that's a whole nother story. I'm trying to think. So I said Dunkirk, Prestige, Dark Knight, Oppenheimer, of course, and Tenet. Yeah, those are my five.
Oppenheimer, Tenet. So I still got to see Tenet. I know I've started it multiple times, and it's like, man, I cannot hear what's going on.
That's
the
true.
Dialogue.
That's
It's
the
like,
only thing. Yeah, that's.
I wish I saw it in theaters, even though it was tricky at the time because of
it
COVID.
yeah. Tenet still holds
Yeah.
up. I think we gotta do Interstellar. That's
So-
the next one. Cause I think I need to rewatch it. I don't think I appreciated it like when I first saw it.
It was definitely very long. I remember I saw it late.
I
It
was
finished
it
at,
was
like,
that it
almost
was
1
that
a.m.
it was that twist that I was lost. I was so lost.
Yeah, it kind of broke my brain at the
I
time.
was like, what is going on? So I didn't really understand the twist. So I think that's why I didn't really care for it.
Gotcha.
It didn't really get me like that. But we do have a couple friends that's their favorite movie.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah. But please put in the comments what your top 5 Christopher Nolan movies.
Mm-hmm.
There is another one coming, The Odyssey.
The Odyssey coming out next
I'm
year.
kind of wondering how he's going to do that.
It is stacked. That cast is
It's stacked.
super stacked.
It's stacked, but you got to also think about how he does certain movies.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's like a, I don't think he's done that far back.
Oh, as far as like historical dramas and things.
Yeah.
No, I feel like
And he gets a little, he gets very deep when it comes to certain stuff. So
Yeah.
how the Odyssey is going to happen, I
don't know.
Don't know.
I'm
Is he
interested.
going to have a little twist like he does in most of his movies?
Is he gonna do some time compression thing, manipulate time in a certain way, the way he does with, of course, Inception, but also even Dunkirk.
Are you going to be able to hear the voices?
Who knows?
But anyways, yeah. So what do you rate Inception?
I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars.
I'm with you.
Okay, cool.
4.5.
Cool.
Yeah. I think I got this on DVD. So yeah.
I don't think I do. It's one of those I feel like I should, but I don't.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I felt like I appreciated the rewatch more than you did.
I feel like I wasn't able to get through it in the way I wanted to. But that's a story for another day. But still, definitely holds up. Definitely one of Nolan's best, and yeah,
Most appreciated.
yeah. I feel like it should have won the Oscar that year for Best Picture. I think visually, I feel like it got its accolades and whatnot, but just as far as the movie as a whole, I know people loved it.
It was It was definitely on the verge of, yes, it was slept on, but yes, it was also overhyped. Where I've heard people that were like, that never saw it when it came out, and then they re-saw it, and they're like, this. You know how people are like, oh, this was like the best movie, and it's like, you go see it, and it's like, dang, I thought it was better, just because your expectations are so high. But
yeah.
I mean, but anywho.
But yeah. So, well, if that's it,
Yeah. So post your comments down below. Let us know what you're gonna do. Of course, if you follow the TikTok, Esau caught stealing. I'm gonna see it. I'm on my vacay, so I'm gonna try to go see it this week. So yeah, just a lot of stuff been happening. So it just kind of
Yeah, things been
my
kind of
whole
crazy.
my whole life is going crazy. So
Yeah.
if you know, you know. But yeah, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
juggle everything and trying to put things together.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anywho,
We appreciate y'all for watching another one of these, and we'll be back real soon.
all right, man. Later.
Peace. Dang.